Hey everyone, Kenny Tony coming at you today with this quick video. So what we're going to be doing is working on the first LTR Quad Racer 450 sitting behind us, 2007. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is just getting it taken apart to where we have minimal on it, so that when it comes time to just see if we can get it started and get spark and everything, we'll not have a whole bunch of things in the way. So I'm just going to basically put this camera up into the corner, start taking this machine apart, and just show you a little footage before we actually do that. So yeah, it's a mess in here, but here is the LTR. We have it torn apart. Turn my fan off. So basically, I tried to get it started, and there is a battery in it. I put the battery on the charger, try to get it started. The starter turns over well. The gears and everything are there. However, my one-way bearing is completely shot. It spins both ways freely. So I do have another one-way bearing, a stator side clutch cover. It's going to be coming in the mail. And that's about it. We're just going to be waiting on that flywheel puller that we're going to be getting. And then we're going to get that all changed out and then see how it's going to be working, if it's going to give us some starting. Make sure it's all going to work well. But let's get this camera up and start taking this thing apart. Alright, so everyone, here we are. We've gotten this stripped down to what we are going to have it right now. Basically, I didn't take it down any further just because I wanted to make sure I had everything there electronically and everything, so I can make sure I can get this thing started and the motor running. Once we do that, we're going to strip it rest of the way down, get the motor out, take the head off, make sure I measure across the piston to see, what size it is, make sure it's a standard bore size and everything. But let's flip it over and take a look and see what we got. All right, LTR 450. This is the regular one. So my plans for this is to take off the bead locks and put standard wheels back on it. Make sure it's not any wider or anything crazier than normal. We're going to get the swing arm sandblasted, powder coated silver. Everything is going to be silver and black in the rear end. We're going to get the wheels cleaned up real good, get the hubs in there blasted and coated. We're going to get the frame cleaned up real well, hit it with wire wheel and doing some blasting on it as well, clean it up. And then we've also bought some paint, and we're going to paint this automotive grade style. So HVLP gun, we're going to paint it, do a 2K clear on it just like a car would. It's I think they have the color matched part number online that I found, but I also found that it's very close to the Toyota blue, so I bought a quart of it, and we're going to do both frames. But I also bought some of those Scotch-Brite pads to see how this motor was going to clean up, and that cleaned up really good, surprising to my thoughts. So I'm going to get these off here in these times. I'm going to sandblast those, probably powder coat those black up here, and then we're going to hit this whole thing with those Scotch-Brite pads and clean it up till it's looking real good before we get it back in here. Sandblast these. These are going to go back in there as black too as well. Get all these mounts up here black, top of the case black. Overall clean it up till it looks real good. I don't think we're really going to have to do anything with the front shocks. I am going to take the springs off, I think, and repowder coat those red on the front and rear if they're simple to get out, as long as there's nothing crazy to do. And what I mean by crazy is I'm not going to disassemble the shock and then have to put new oil in it and take them to get filled with nitrogen or anything. This one is going to get the headlight, a new headlight put on it, and there's some play in the steering stem down here. I don't know if it's... See, it's in there. It's not necessarily in the tie rods or anything. Tie rods and all that stuff are good, so we're not going to really worry about that part. But this is where we have it at today, and this is what we're going to start building up from after we can get it started. Actually, we're going to tear it all down first and then build up from here. But eager to see what this thing is going to turn out like. But we'll figure that out here shortly. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Keep an eye on this build. We also have the LTR 474. That's the one with the big bore kit that we're going to be working on. I did upload one of the videos of me working with the head, and that's going to be in a separate playlist. So I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible. For the most part, I'm going to just try to upload the footage to this machine first, and once we get it done, then I'm going to upload the footage to the other machine and get that done. Right about now, we do have a couple things around the yard. We have my boy Logan's YZ250F. We got to get that moved. We got to get that to him soon. We have the blaster sitting back there. We have the RM, and then we have the 474. But all right, everyone, thank you for checking out this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.